Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we're trying to get going at this ball game. I apologize for the scheduling issues, the rescheduling without notice, and so forth. But I just felt like playing this game, and it was scheduled for tomorrow morning. There'll be another game tomorrow morning. This is the Detroit Tigers at the Washington Senators, and this is the second of a three-game series. Oh, Lord, here, yeah. 13. There it is. Detroit 13, Washington 2 in the first of this series. Yeah, I remember that. I'm gonna reassess my coffee here, and I want to thank everybody for joining us. I need fresh coffee. I will go through the lineups. Probably gonna have to make another pot here eventually. God. Yeah, I got some coffee in there for a cup. And here's Kathy Harden. You're gonna have to leave in a half an hour. Oh, that's too bad, Kathy. But it's so nice of you to jump in while you can. Of course, we have lives, right? So I understand entirely. Alrighty. All right, everybody. Thank you. We have the Tigers at the Senators' second game. Tigers won the first one 13-2 in a blowout. Today it's Kilkenny, left-hander for the Tigers, and Cisco Carlos, the right-hander for the Senators. Stanley leading off for Detroit in center, Tresh at short, Northrup in right, Cash at first, Horton in left, Matic at third, freehand catching, Ike Brown at second, and Kilkenny, the pitcher, and Kathy Harden for the Tigers. For the Senators, it'll be Brinkman at short, Cullen at second, Frank Howard at first, McMullen at third, Aaliyah in right, Unser in center, Dick Smith in left field, Jim French, the catcher, and Cisco Carlos, the pitcher. I'll get right to this ball game. We are in RFK Memorial, and the Senators take the field. Here's Mickey Stanley to lead it off. We're glad to have you whenever you can make it, Kathy. Cisco is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Stanley. We're underway, 1-7 right-handed, and there's a base hit by Stanley to lead it off. Now Tom Tresh. Cisco has won 1 game this season. Kilkenny 9, including a 1-hit complete game shutout. Tresh at the plate now. Switch hitter batting left. Carlos from the stretch. That is 3-11, right-handed. Grounds it to second, and that's for Cullen. Stanley will go to second on that. Cullen throws to first for the out. That's 1 away. Here's Northrup now. Ah, 5-4. Left-handed. That's a ballpark. 15 left-handed. Oh, it's a base hit, just barely. There are your ballparks in Washington. Just barely a base hit by the left-hander, 1 asteroid. Stanley goes to third, first and third, 1 down. And here's Norm Cash with 1 out. Infield back. It's 1-4 right-handed, grounds it to second. That'll be for a force, and the run will score. Stanley comes home on the force out. 1-0 Tigers. It's Cash on first now with 2 down. And here's Willie Horton. And the pitch, 1-5 right-handed. And that is a liner to third, caught by McMullen. And the side is retired, but there was 1 run for the Tigers on 2 singles, a force that scored the run. After a half, Tigers won, and the Senators coming up. Here's Mike Kilkenny getting the start here. He had 15 starts. He's been used largely as a spot starter, occasionally in relief. And again, remember, he threw the 1-hit shutout, the first 1-hitter of the season. Complete game 1-hitter. Eddie Brinkman to lead it off for the Senators. Kilkenny is ready. Here's the pitch to Brinkman. That is a 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. Ike Brown, a 430. Whoa. That's going to be an S2. E30, 6'11", 14. It's a base hit for Brinkman to lead it off right past the second baseman. Could not get to it, Ike Brown. Here's Cullen now. Cullen and a bunter. He's not being held. He is being held. He'll be a B. Here's Kilkenny. He lays it down for a bunt. It's to hit back to Kilkenny. 1-2. Pitcher throws, and then the batter falls fouls back 2 pitches. The offensive manager must decide whether or not to take off the bunt. If he stays with the bunt and this reading occurs again, the reading is a strikeout. That's a super advanced issue. So he's going to get refreshed here with 2 strikes on him. He is being held again. It's a B. Well, here we go. He's laying it down again. And he struck him out. Oh, he bunted it off and bunted it out. And that will be 1 out. Now here's big man Howard. He got 11 both times. Brinkman on first with 1 down. Here's Kilkenny now. And the pitch. 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. Again. That's going to be Ike Brown, 430. Oh boy. That's a 1-4. S2. 368. 40. Oh Lord. E, I'm sorry. It's E 30. That's going to be a single. Advance 2, so Howard singles, Brinkman goes to third with 1 out. And here's Ken McMullen now. Okay, Kilkenny now from the stretch, infield back. 4-5 right-handed, grounds to short X. For Tresh, a 322. It's a G3 pound, infield back. 468 E22. That will be a G3 first and third. And the runners will advance and a run comes in. So Tresh threw it to first, his only play. Brinkman scores, Howard goes to second. So that'll tie it up. Here at 1 in the bottom of the first, 2 outs. Howard in scoring position. Here's Branthaleah now. Here's Kilkenny. That's 1-8, left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Kilkenny. The side is retired. There was 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. We've gone 1. It's a 1-1 ball game. Out comes Cisco Carlos to pitch the top of the second. It'll be Strat-O-Matic to lead it off. Strat-O-Matic. Okay, Carlos is ready. Here's the pitch to Matic. That is 1-7 right-handed, fly ball center for Unser, 1 down. Now Bill Freehand. .310 right-handed, hits a ballpark blast by Freehand. He's a right-handed hitter. It's an 18, though. No, that's going to be a long fly to left, caught at the warning track by Dick Smith, 2 away. And here's Ike Brown. And the pitch to Brown, 2-7 right-handed, walked him. So Brown is on. And that brings up Mike Kilkenny, a 1 WR. Oh, I hope the cat is going to be okay, Kathy Harden. Good luck. Let us know what happens, okay? I hope she's okay, or he. It's 2 outs, Ike Brown on first. Top of the second, we're tied at 1. Here's the pitch from Carlos. 3-8, he struck him out. And that will retire the side. First strikeout for Cisco. No runs, no hits, the walk to Ike. We're in the middle of the second. It's a 1-1 ball game. Good luck. Hope it's nothing serious. Here's Kilkenny now. Bottom of the second. And Del Unser leads it off. This is lefty-lefty. Okay, Kilkenny is ready. Here's the pitch to Unser. That is 3-8, left-handed, grounds it to short, and that's 1 away. Now Dick Smith facing Kilkenny, left-handed hitter. Dick Smith steps in the box. The pitch from Kilkenny. That is 2-7 against a left-hander. And he grounds it to second, 2 away. And Jim French is the batter. The windup and the pitch from Kilkenny. That is 3-11, left-handed, grounds it to first, and that's for cash. He takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 for Kilkenny. We've gone 2. It's a 1-1 ball game. YouTube, Jeffrey Gucciman, Detroit. All right, we're heading to the top of the third. It'll be the top of the order for the Detroit Tigers. Mickey Stanley leading it off. Singled in the first, scored. Oh. Okay, Cisco is ready. He gets the sign. Here's the windup. Pitch to Stanley. That is 310 right-handed. That is a base hit by Stanley, his second of the ball game. A 310 single off the right-hander, and Stanley is on. Here's Tom Tresh now. Tresh grounded to second in the first. Cisco now from the stretch and the pitch. That's 4-5, switch hitter batting left, fly ball right. For Aaliyah, 1 out, and Stanley holds. Now Jim Northrup. Northrup singled in the first. Six left-handed struck him out, and that's the second for Cisco. 2 away for Norm Cash with Stanley on first, 2 down, 1-1 ball game. .112 right-handed, he hit him. Cash takes first. It's first and second now with 2 outs for Willie Horton in a clutch situation here. Here's the pitch. That's 5-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second X. Cullen a 318. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. Nice play by Cullen. No runs for the Tigers in the top of the third. 1 hit, a hit by pitch, both left on. Middle of the third, still 1-1. Detroit at Washington, second of a 3-game series. Tigers lost the first game 13-2. I'm sorry, the Senators lost. Beat by the Tigers. I'm so sorry. Here's Cisco Carlos leading it off, bottom of the third. 'Okay, Kilkenny gets the sign from Freehand. The pitch to Carlos. That's 4-8, right-handed. And he flies it to right for Northrup, 1 away. Now Eddie Brinkman. .57 right-handed, and that is a liner to short caught by Tresh, 2 away. Tim Cullen steps in, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the third, 1-1 game. Here's the pitch to Cullen. 6-6 right-handed, struck him out. And it's another 1-2-3 for Kilkenny. He gets his third strikeout. He's retired 8 in order. We've gone 3. It's a 1-1 game. Top of the fourth, Cisco Carlos. His first endurance is the 5th. Kilkenny's is the 6th. It's Strat-O-Matic to lead it off for the Tigers. That's 1-8 right-handed. Grounds it to first for Howard, who takes it to the bag. 1 away. Now Freehand at the plate. The pitch from Cisco. That is 2-6 right-handed, and he pops it up to second. And Cullen makes the catch. It's 2 away for Ike Brown. Brown walked in the second, left on base. Pitch to Brown, 3-7 right-handed, and he walked him again. So Brown on first, 2 down for Kilkenny. For 2, right-handed, grounds to first X. Howard, 430. You may have trouble with this. 430, 13-4. No, it's a G3. He gets to it. 3-4-5 rare play. It's going to be a G3 rare play. He lines a shot, hits the mound, deflects to Howard, who makes the play to first for the out, throwing it to Carlos, covering the bag. So the side is retired. Nice play by both Howard and Carlos. No runs, no hits. The walk to Ike. And 1 left on. We've gone 3.5. It is a 1-0 game. I'm going to be right back in about 2 minutes or less. Take care of something. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, 1969. Strat-O-Matic replay. We're back. Bottom of the fourth, and it's Kilkenny on the mound. It is a 1-1 ball game. And it's going to be big man Frank Howard to lead it off. He singled in the first, left on. Here's Kilkenny now. Pitch to Howard. 2-7. Fly ball center. And under that is Stanley, one away. Now Ken McMullen. McMullen grounded out in the first. 5-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the fourth for Kilkenny. 2 down, and he's retired 10 in order. Rantalia the batter. That is 4-7 right-handed, walked him. A 2-out walk to Aaliyah. Here in the bottom of the fourth, the score is tied at 1. Del Unser the batter. Three, 6. Grounds it back to Kilkenny. He fields it and throws it to Cash at first to retire the side. So it's no runs, no hits. The walk to Aaliyah, we've gone 4. It's a 1-1 ball game. Cisco Carlos to start the top of the 5th here. Stanley 2 for 2. 2 singles. He scored in the first, left on. In the second. Okay, Cisco is ready. The pitch to Stanley. 4-9 right-handed. Fly ball right field for Aaliyah. 1 away. Now Tom Tresh 0 for 2. Senators have lost 3 in a row. The Tigers have won 4 in a row. They've managed to go ahead of the Red Sox and take second place fully now by a full game. Here's the pitch to Tresh. That's 4-4, switch hitter batting left, grounds to third X. McMullen 3-14. And he throws him out. 2 away. And Jim Northrup is the batter. Northrup, left-handed hitter. He is 1 for 2, singled in the first, forced. 2-3 right-handed, pops it up foul territory behind the plate, and Jim French makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cisco Carlos. So we're in the middle of the 5th. It's 1-1. And here's Kilkenny now. He'll face Dick Smith to lead it off. Dick Smith, a right-handed hitter, brought up from the minors in September. Kilkenny left-hander. Pitch to Smith. That is a 1-12. And that is a base hit by Dick Smith. 112 left-handed. Smith is on. And Jim French steps in. Here's Kilkenny now. From the stretch, the pitch to French. 4-10 left-handed, fly ball center for Stanley. That's one away. And here's Cisco Carlos. Already pitched his first endurance inning, which is the 5th. Retired the side in order. .59 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 5th strikeout for Kilkenny. 2 outs with Smith on first, and Eddie Brinkman is the batter. .27 left-handed, chops it to short. And that's fielded by Tresh. He throws it to Cash at first, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit allowed by Kilkenny, and Smith was left on. We've gone 5. It's a 1-1 game. Now Kilkenny will start his second endurance inning. Leading it off is Cash. He reached on a force, knocked in a run, hit by a pitch left on. Here's Carlos. 4-7 left-handed, he walked him. Cash is on first to lead it off. Here's Willie Horton now. .27 right-handed, chops it to second. Cullen's only play is to first, and Cash moves to second. It's 1 out, Cash in scoring position for Strat-O-Matic. 0 for 2 today. Carlos from the stretch. 6-2 left-handed. That's a ballpark blast by Matic, but he does not have the power. It's a 13 left-handed hitter. And in any case, that'll be a fly ball to right deep and caught by Aaliyah out in right at the warning track. 2 outs, and Cash holds on second. Here's Billy Freehand. That's 2-5 right-handed, fly ball center for Unser, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, the walk to Cash. Middle of the 6th, 1-1 ball game. Kilkenny coming out. This will be his first endurance inning. It'll be Tim Cullen leading it off. He struck out twice by Kilkenny. 5-3 right-handed, grounds it back to Kilkenny. He's a 3-11. And he throws him out, 1 away. So Cullen is 0 for 3. Here's Frank Howard now. Singled in the first. And flew to center. Here's Kilkenny now, the windup and the pitch to Howard. That's 6-8 right-handed. And that is a base hit by Howard, his second of the ball game. 6-8 right-handed, there it is. So Howard on first, one down. Here's Ken McMullen. Ken is 0 for 2. That's 4-5 right-handed, grounds to short X. Tresh, 322. G3 pound, no one held or in. 5-8-9. 22. Gonna be a G3 runner on first. He throws it to first and Howard advances to second base. So it's 2 outs, Howard in scoring position. A clutch situation for Brant Aaliyah. He struck out and walked. Here's Kilkenny. That's 5-6 right-handed. Grounds it to third for Matic on one hop. And throws him out. The side is retired. So it's a 1-1 ball game here at RFK Memorial. Top of the 7th, and it'll be Cisco in his third endurance inning. Ike Brown to lead it off. Here's Cisco now. And the pitch to Ike. 3-8 right-handed, struck him out. It's a pitcher's duel, no doubt about it. That's the third strikeout by Cisco. And here's Kilkenny now. 1 out, nobody on. .65 right-handed, grounds it to short, and there's Brinkman. Takes it, throws to first to Howard, 2 away for Mickey Stanley. .58 right-handed, grounds to second X. Cullen a .318. E18 .367, and he throws him out. So it's another 1-2-3 for Cisco, who's pitching very good baseball. If I may remind you, his ERA was 5.37. He pitched 67 innings. He had 8 starts, used primarily in relief. Lord. But he's really pitching today. Both teams have scored runs in the first. That's all the scoring. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th in just a couple minutes. This is the 7th inning stretch. Gives us a chance to powder our nose or do whatever else we need to do. I will be back in just a couple minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. For those of you who are interested, this is the last game of September 13 in the 1969 replay. I will be posting updated standings. When we come back, which I'm hoping will be sooner than later, it'll be Houston at Atlanta for the first of a 14-game series. Atlanta has a 4-game lead over the Giants in the West. They are in second place, Houston in third. So the only two races that are anything to mention, I don't know if you can see that, is in the National League. The Pirates have a 3-game lead over the Cardinals, and the Braves with, again, the 4-game lead over the Giants in the West. But time is running out. We're getting to the end of things here. If you're interested, pitching in that game will be Denny LeMaster for the Astros, and Milt Pappas, who's been hurt much of the year, off and on, will go for the Atlanta Braves. Okay, here's Kilkenny. It's a 1-1 pitcher's duel. Bottom of the 7th, it'll be Unser leading it off for the Senators. Here's Kilkenny now. The pitch to Unser. That's 2-7. Left-handed, struck him out. And that's the 6th strikeout for Kilkenny today. Here's Dick Smith now. Smith 1 for 2. Right-handed hitter. That's 3-6 against Kilkenny, the left-hander, and he struck him out. That's 2 in a row, the 7th strikeout for Kilkenny. Jim French now, with 2 outs and nobody on. Kilkenny, the pitch to French. 5-9, left-handed, struck him out. Oh my, that's the 4th for. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's he struck out the side. I put it in the wrong spot. He struck out the side. And now it's the 7th inning stretch. There it is. We've gone 7. I'm sorry, 7. And we're going to head to the 8th now in a very, very surprisingly nice, tight ball game. Cisco Carlos, in his 4th inning of endurance, and he has full endurance. Leading it off will be Tresh. Here's Carlos now. The windup and the pitch. That's 3-5, right-handed, struck him out. And that's the fourth for Cisco. And here's Jim Northrup. Northrup 1 for 3 today. Cisco has allowed only 3 hits, all singles. He has walked 3, hit 1, and struck out 4. Okay, here's Cisco now. The wind-up, the pitch to Northrup. That's 4-6 left-handed, and he singles up the middle. A 1-out single, only the 4th of the game. 4th hit of the game. Here's Cash now. Northrup on first, 1 out. Cash 0 for 1, forced, hit by a pitch and walked. The force brought home the only run for Detroit in the first. Here's Cisco now. The pitch to Cash. That's 2-9, right-handed. Struck him out. Oh my, just missed. He was swinging deep. And that's the 5th strikeout for Cisco Carlos, a 2-9 right-handed. Whoa. And here's Willie Horton. Horton is 0 for 3. The pitch from Cisco. 6-8, right-handed, walked him. So he's 1 hit or walk away from fatigue, and they have Humphreys, who is sufficiently rested. Otherwise, their bullpen has all been used. We'd have to go check to see who is rested enough. Humphreys is warming in the bullpen. And he's ready if and when needed. Right-handed pitcher. It's 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, clutch situation for Strat-O-Matic. Matic is 0 for 3. The pitch from Carlos. 5-7 left-handed, and there's a base hit. It goes right up the middle. That's going to load him up. And that's going to be it for Cisco Carlos, who is fatigued, and that's a shame because he's due up first next inning. Cisco went 7 2/3. He pitched good baseball until here in the 8th. He did let up a run in the first. 4 hits, 5 hits allowed. He walked 4, hit 1, and he struck out 5. He's allowed 1 thus far, and Bob Humphreys will come in to put the fire out. We'll see if he hits in the bottom of the 8th. He's a 1 WR. Here's Bill Freehand now in a clutch situation. 2 outs, bases full. Humphreys, the windup, and the pitch to Freehand. That's 6-9 right-handed. There's a base hit to left. Northrup scores. It's 2-1. Horton rounding third. 1-12, 2 outs, 1-14. +1, 1-15. Smith. He's coming home. Here's the the throw from Smith, and he's safe. And now 2 runners in scoring position. A 2-run single off Humphreys. Both those runs get charged to Cisco. It's second and third with 2 outs. They're going to walk Brown to pitch to Kilkenny, the pitcher. And here comes Kilkenny now. Bases full, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Here in the top of the 8th, here's the pitch to Kilkenny. That's 3-4, and he grounds it back to Humphreys, who throws it to first, and the side is retired. But 2 big runs for the Tigers here in the top of the 8th. It's 3-0, 3-1 now. Humphreys pitched 1/3. All runs charged to Cisco Carlos. And there will be a hitter for Bob Humphreys. First, let's see who's going to come in and pitch for the Senators in the top of the 9th. They're down 3-1. They used a lot of pitchers in that 3-2 loss. They used everybody. Let's take a look here. And this will just take a few minutes or less. Cox. Dukes. Jan Dukes is warming. Dukes. Hannon on the 16th. Let's see if we're going to bring in Jan Dukes. Dukes. Yeah, Dukes will come in. Jan Dukes, who pitched in relief on the. It's a left-handed pitcher, just brought up. He pitched on the 14th. We can use him in this game. And then we would take note of that. Jan Dukes, the left-hander, is warming. Let's see who's hitting now. 3-1, bottom of the 8th. Against Kilkenny. It will be Hank Allen, Hank Allen coming in to hit. So here's Allen leading it off. Kilkenny now in his third endurance inning, full endurance, pitch to Allen. That's 1-9, left-handed, grounds it to short for Tresh, and there's one away. Now Eddie Brinkman, 1 for 3. He scored the only run for the Senators. That was in the first. That's 3-10 left-handed, fly ball left field for Horton, 2 away. And now Tim Cullen. So now we see Kilkenny with the incredible performance here, allowing only 4 hits, 1 run. He has struck out 8. Pitch to Cullen, 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That is for Ike Brown, 430. Oh boy, 1 Ike Brown, a 4. That's a single 2. E30, 3-6-7. It's going to be a 2-out single. So Cullen is on, and here's the big man who can tie this ball game up with 1 swing. Kilkenny from the stretch. That's 6-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Howard. Cullen rounds second, goes to third. Now Kilkenny, 1 hit and or walk away from fatigue. And Hiller is warming. John Hiller warming, sufficiently rested. And here's Ken McMullen with 2 outs, first and third. And the pitch. 1-9. Left-handed, struck him out. He gets out of it, Kilkenny, with his 9th strikeout. He's stranded 2, still with endurance. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We're heading to the 9th. It's Jan Dukes now. Jan Dukes, left-handed pitcher. He's good from what we see. He comes out, takes his warm-ups. And leading it off will be Stanley, top of the order. Stanley, right-handed hitter. Here's Dukes. The pitch to Stanley. That is a 5-8. Right-handed, grounds to second X. Cullen, 3-18. 13-3. 18-6-9-11. And he throws him out, 1 away. Now Tom Tresh is the batter. Dukes winds and deals. That's 6-4, switch hitter batting right, fly ball center X. Unser at 212. It's going to be 3-2 out in center. That's a base hit. And that's going to be Tresh on first with 1 out. And here's Northrup. This is lefty-lefty. Northrup 2 for 4, singled twice, scored the go-ahead run. The pitch from Dukes. 6-3 left-handed. That'll be a fly ball left field X. Dick Smith a 425. He makes the catch and Tresh holds. So it's 2 away, and here's Cash. Dukes from the stretch. 1-7. Left-handed fly ball to center. The shit end of the inning. Unser is under it, and we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. It's 3-1 Tigers. It was 1-1 all along until the top of the 8th when the Tigers got 2 runs off Carlos, knocking him out. Kilkenny has been superb today. Here's Brant Aaliyah to lead it off against Kilkenny, the left-hander. Happy Friday to you, demos. Okay, here's Kilkenny now. The pitch to Aaliyah. That's 6-3 right-handed, fly ball left X. Horton, 310. (18-3). He catches up with it. E10. I'm sorry, E10, yeah. 5-9-12 on an E10, and he makes the catch. There's 1 down. Kilkenny 2 outs away. He already threw a 1-hit shutout this season. Here's Kilkenny now, the pitch to Unser. 2-8 left-handed, walked him. Now 1 more hitter walk, and Kilkenny will be fatigued. And there's going to be a hitter for Dick Smith. There will be a hitter here for Dick Smith. And this may go against conventional wisdom. But Mike Epstein is coming in to tie it up with a home run. He is a left-hander. Ted Williams used him only or almost exclusively against right-handed pitching. But as you can see, he can still knock it out. And so Epstein comes in against Kilkenny with 1 out and Unser on first. Kilkenny trying to retain endurance from the stretch, and the pitch to Epstein. That's 3-8 left-handed. Oh, that's a ballpark blast. Oh, Lord, I don't know. It's going to be E8 in Washington, left-hander. And it is no, a long fly ball to right field on an E8-4, and Unser will hold. Too bad. 2 outs. Unser on first, and Jim French is the batter. Now, he's a left-handed hitter, and he's a 184 hitter. They're going to have someone hit for him. Let's see who it's going to be now. They're trying what they can. They don't have much. They really don't. See if we can find someone who they brought up here on the last out of the game. I only have pitchers here. Lord, and left-handed hitters. God almighty. Yeah, that's going to be another left-handed hitter. It's going to be slim pickings here, but we'll do the best we can. That's all we can do. It will be Zoilo Versalles, a 236 hitter, right-handed hitter. And here comes Versalles hitting for French. He does not have power. He's a W across the board. Against left-handers, it's possible he hits one on a 2-9, 1-10, but we'll see. Here's Kilkenny now trying to win this. 1 hit or walk away from fatigue with the tying run at the plate, Zoilo Versalles. And here's Kilkenny, the pitch. That's 312 left-handed, lines it to third, caught by Matic. And the ball game is over. So that was a tough one for the Senators. They lost the first game of the series 13-2. Now they lose it 3-1. That's the final. Kilkenny went all the way. He won his 10th. Another great pitching performance by Mike Kilkenny. 9 innings, 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 9. And allowed 1 run. The final line, Tigers 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Senators 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. So that's the ball game. I hope you enjoyed it. We will get on with our replay after I update, and then we'll move on to September 14. And like I had said, our first game on September 14 will be the 3rd and final game of a 3-game series between Houston and Atlanta. Again, Atlanta holding on. To a 4-game lead in the West over the Giants. The Pirates have a 3-game lead over the Cardinals. Those are the only races left, as the Orioles and the Twins have clinched. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Stay strong. Stay well. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.